Hi, it's John Binney, and this is my vlog about how I create a song every day. Okay, let us begin. So this is my home studio in my garage. Excuse the mess. So the first rule of being able to write a song each day is to have a space where you can create. So this is a dedicated soundproof room where I create my songs. And as you can see, I have all the important things you need to create a song, including a cup of coffee, which I already made myself, a mixing desk, guitar, other guitars, drums, merch, guitar pedals, and a computer, which I mainly use for drums, and even a flute. Oh yeah, and a microphone. So the next thing we will do is meditate. And so I meditate to ask my guide, my higher self, and the source of love of this universe for a message for today to create into a song. Okay, and this is how I meditate to get the lyrics for my songs. So we'll begin by taking in 3 deep breaths in through the nose. Hold and out through the mouth, nice and loud. In through the nose. And breathe out what no longer serves our highest good. Breathe in through the nose. Release any stress, fear, negativity. Continue to breathe deeply and calmly. And now, in the center of our hearts, see a golden spark, this golden light of love. And from the center of our hearts, extend a light cord up through the top of our heads, up through the sky and through the stars, going higher and higher, all the way up to the highest dimension of this universe that you can imagine. And there, connecting your light cord into the source of this universe, the source of love of this universe. Remain connected into source and extend your light cord down through the stars and through the sky, back down to the top of your head and into your heart once more. And now, from the center of your heart, extend the light cord down through the root of your spine, all the way down through the layers of the planet, going deeper and deeper until we reach the very core of Mother Earth. And there, connecting our light cords into Mother Gaia's crystalline heart. Remain connected to Gaia's heart and extend our light cords up through the layers of the planet, through the root of our spine and into our hearts once more. And now, expand out the golden light from the center of our hearts together with Source above and Mother Gaia below. We expand out our golden bubbles of protective lights, extending out to around 2 meters from the center of our hearts in a sphere. And within this golden bubble, we set the intention that only energies and entities with our permission, with our highest good and our love and our compassion, and love and compassion for all, may see us, access us, or exist within us, and that all other energies and entities must leave immediately. And into our golden bubbles, we invite in our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Haniel, Source and Gaia, for guidance, clearing, healing, protection, connection to our intuition and creativity, and love of this universe. And now we breathe in the highest dimension of love, of Source from above through our nose, and fill this whole room with golden protective light of love. Breathe in source through the nose. And surround our whole homes with golden protective light of love. Breathe in source through the nose. And surround this whole planet with golden protective light of love. Breathe in source through the nose. Surround this whole solar system with golden protective light of love. And breathe in source through the nose. And surround this whole galaxy in golden protective light of love. Breathe in source through the nose. And surround this whole universe in golden protective light of love. And we raise the vibrations of everything that chooses to join us in raising vibrations. Guides, higher self, and source, what messages do you have for me today for the highest good love and compassion for all? Breathe, breathe into this moment. Breathe into this heartbeat. Breathe into this love. Receive, receive this breath. For breath is life. Breath is self-love. Breathing in the source of this universe into our hearts, into our lungs, filling our whole bodies, the universe within us, with love. Just breathe, breathe into this moment. Breathe with us and breathe with love. That is all. Thank you. And just allow ourselves now to return to our bodies. And now it's time for me to record the "Hi, it's John" in today meditation video. Hi, it's John, and today in meditation, the message is to breathe. Breathe with me into this moment. Just breathe. Breathe in deeply, in through the nose. Fill our hearts, fill our lungs with all of the beauty and this love of the universe. And now exhale through the mouth what no longer serves our highest good. Just breathe. Just breathe into this present moment and allow. Receive this breath. Receive it to fill your heart, your lungs, your veins, every cell of your body with the love of this universe. Fill the universe within you with love. Sending my love from Scotland. I love you. Okay, the audio quality was pretty bad, so I'm just going to do a voiceover. Yeah, this is where I tune my guitar. So that's my guitar right there. And what I do is I make sure that I tune my guitar to 432 hertz, and you can see the guitar tuner there at the end. And 432 hertz is a beautiful resonant frequency, and it is the frequency of the heart. There it is, 432 hertz on my guitar tuner. So setting that on my tuner sets my guitar to 432 hertz and my singing also. And that helps me resonate with your heart. And now I'm going to just do a little warm up. Apologies for the audio quality. I've been practicing more and more before I start a song each day to
just practice some techniques, and this is to help strengthen my fingers and also warm me up, getting ready to record a song for you. Okay. It's great to get the fingers warmed up. It's also helping me strengthen my my fingers, so I've been trying to practice it a little bit more. Okay, and now we need to set a rhythm. Now I don't actually know what music I'm going to play yet, but I'm going to set the rhythm on my looping pedal, which is just here at my feet. So I'm just going to clear the looping pedal, and we're going to make the stumping noise. And what I'd like to do here is really capture that moment that many musicians fear, which is just getting started into creating the music. And I always go with what comes through first, and then I like set the rhythm for that with my looping pedal. And as you can see here, I'm starting to jam a bit and just get a sense of the first few opening chords, enough to get ready to start the song. Okay, and I'm going to swap my guitar over now to the proper sound. Okay, and then we need to move over so that, yeah, sounds good. And so I'll play this along to the looping pedal. Okay. So now I'm going to move us around so that we can record with backdrop. Now at this point, I don't actually know what I'm going to play. You heard some chords there which felt quite good. So maybe something like that. I usually go with a sound that is... usually go with a song that just sounds like go with the first chords that come through. That's what I'm trying to say. And this is where I practice the song. So here in this is a practice, yes. I just jam a bit, getting a sense of the verse chords, and then also I'm just thinking through what the chorus and verse singing will sound like. And once I build up a bit of a rhythm and have a sense, I'm just going to step into singing the song. Breathe, receive. And so I've got a sense of the chords, I've got a sense of the opening vocals, and at that point in my mind, I do have a sense of what the verse and chorus will sound like, and I'm good to go and just to step in. Breathe, just receive. Okay. Yeah, so we're good to go. This is me saying I'm ready to start recording the song. So I just tap myself in and I begin playing the song all the way through. This is the raw audio. Breathe, receive into this moment. Universe to fill every cell of you. Okay, and now I'm recording the lead guitar, and I've chosen the acoustic guitar for lead just to help with that beautiful melodic flow of this song. And as well as the lead guitar, I also add some backing vocals. And although I've recorded this video, I don't include it in the final edit. Okay, we are back on my little furry microphone. I just need to add little eyes onto it. This microphone has been broken several times. It used to have a clip in it, so I could like clip it on here and say, "Hi, it's John." But it doesn't now, so I'm just gonna like stick it in here awkwardly. Now I mix down all the tracks into one song, and the first thing I do, as I was beautifully reminded by the amazing musician Agent Johnny Red, was to step into each track and listen to its EQ, listen to its frequencies, like its treble, its mid-range, its bass, its stereo panning position. And as I do that, I'm listening to hear in this kind of frequency spectrum, like this universe that you create within a song, just to be able to listen into those different frequencies and position each of the tracks in their own unique space, giving them plenty of frequency space around them. No longer serves you. Here I'm giving space to the lead vocals so that we have the bass sounds like in the speaking voice I have right now, and then in the higher frequency singing that I have those higher notes for the backing vocals to make sure that they have plenty of frequency in the upper range and less in the lower range to give them both space. Filling my human forms with unconditional loving. I'm breathing into this high. And now I'm bringing the different tracks together to see how they sound together in the mix and to give them all the right space and frequencies. So in this case, I take the rhythm guitar and give it a bit more bass, and I'm giving it a slight echo, and I shift it off to the left speaker, and then with the lead guitar over to the right in higher frequencies, and it's the same pattern with the vocals. And now I'm ready to record the final mix. And so this is where you play through the entire song. As I was putting my thumbs up, I'm good to go. And just letting it count in. And then I just monitor the levels and change them and change the reverb throughout the song to make sure that it sounds good. So here's the sample.
That probably sounded like okay. Right, so I need to take you off the tripod here. Okay, so now we're going to just name the song and copy it onto my phone. So let's do that. Okay, so this is the mixing desk. It's really hard to do this with one hand through my phone screen. Right, let's try this. So click menu, and we stop. Hang on, I don't know what I've done. Stop. Okay, I have no idea what I just did. Okay, song, currently called Tascam because that's the name of the device. Do not delete. I love that rename and delete are very close. Okay, rename, and what should we call this? Let's call it Just Breathe. So, oops. Just, as you can see, it's very high tech. Just, and then if I can fit in breathe. So I don't really need to complete the whole name. It's really just to help it be unique, like a unique name on the mixing desk. The mixing desk only takes 100 songs, and so I keep filling it up and having to copy them all off. Breathe. Okay, that's close enough. Just breath one. Just breath one. Okay, so that's it named. So there's a little, just behind here, there's a little SD card, and that's where it gets saved to. And we need to export. Exporting. That's what it sounds like in my mind. Okay, that's it exported. And now we need to go into storage mode, and I can plug in the USB.
My phone is connected to the USB connection on my mixing desk. I am now browsing into the files and I'm looking for the name of the song And once I find it just there, I copy it across onto my phone's SD card. And that allows me to then open up the song in different software. Now we edit the song with the Wave editor software that I use. And so on my phone, I've opened up the file that I copied across from my mixing desk, and I open up the waveform so that I can see all the different patterns. Now at this stage, I'm not wearing headphones. I'm just getting ready to see the song visually so that I can edit off the start and the end. And so right now, I'm just going to select the start of the song and zoom in, and you can see just these 4 dots. And this is where I tapped 1, 2, 3, 4 as I counted myself in the song. And I'm just selecting them there so that I can delete them. And once I've deleted those, I do like a bit of a fade in. So if there's some background noise, I like to just gradually fade it in to start the song. And yeah, I always love like a fade in into a song, especially like drums. And it also just helps with any streaming platforms that are playing the song and, you know, play it abruptly. It gives a little bit of padding at the start. And then same for the end. I'm just looking for the blank space, and you can see the song fading out there. So I'm just going to select and delete the area that isn't needed, and then also add in a fade out. So that means that the song will gracefully fade out towards the end. And once we're ready, we'll now save it onto the phone. So I select 24-bit PCM wave format and then give the song the title. And that allows me to save the song onto my phone so that I can then get ready to upload it for mastering. And what I use for mastering is emastered.com, who are not sponsoring this video. I've used them for all my albums, all 130. And what I do is I select a song and I upload it to their cloud service, and their AI services is fantastic. And what big thing that it helps me with is it changes the volume and like some of the EQ settings and does a bit of compression, and it really brings like consistency to the sound so that when you're listening to lots of my songs, they're similar sounding and they're at similar volumes and EQs. And they also offer an option between the current production version they have and like they call it eMastered 2, which is a beta version. And the beta version I found really good for songs like this that are quite vocally dominant and are very kind of melodic and ambient. And it really helps those sounds stand out, especially the vocals. So now that the song is uploaded, it's going through the mastering process. And it really helps to have a fast internet connection, but you can do it on a slow internet connection. I often do it when I'm traveling also. And once it's mastered, I can listen to the song and then download the song back onto my phone so that it's ready for mixing back into the video with the rest of the song. So here we are just going through the mastering process. And yeah, if you're not sure, please do check out eMastered. They are a fantastic service. And as I was preparing for my Guinness World Records, I did have a good chat with one of the founders. And yeah, they are a fantastic company, and I really enjoy their service. I'd definitely recommend them.
So I can hear it.
Breathe, receive into the hills.
Here I'm just playing with the different options. So listening to the original song, comparing it to eMastered 1 and then eMastered 2. And it's really nice. This recording doesn't do it justice because I'm just recording off my phone screen capture. But I love the fact that I can compare each of these and then choose the one that fits for me. And it's usually eMastered 1 or 2. eMastered 2 I'm finding great for vocal songs. The more melodic songs really helping bring out that texture and voice. And then choosing the highest quality to download the video, selecting download, and then recording and taking this recording down from the eMastered service down onto my phone. And what's great about that is you now have the full song professionally mastered, And it's awesome because I can also release it to all the different music platforms, like Apple, Amazon, Spotify, and the format that they've provided just allows me to do that really seamlessly. You also see me here loading the song back up in Wave Editor and just saving the song, like changing the name so that I remember it. I add 24-bit at the end just to remind myself that's the production 24-bit high quality version, and that I save it back on to my phone just in the documents folder on the phone so that it's easy for me to access. And now I take the copy of the audio that I downloaded from eMastered, and I copy it across onto a folder on my phone so that I have all the album songs in the same place. And this is particularly handy for when I'm releasing a song to the music streaming platforms, and allows me to really step into like a seamless release process so that I'm not like searching for all the songs. And then also here, you can see that I'm just working through to make sure that I have all my files in order, and I'm deleting any files that I no longer need. So there goes the short videos that were no longer required. Now I launch Kinemaster on my phone, which I use for video editing. And I select the screen format and name the Kinemaster file. So this is the name of the music video that I'm creating, Just Breathe. And this will then open up a project where I can import the video. And I'm going to use the video from the lead vocals and rhythm. And what I'm doing here is I'm just making sure I've got the start and end position correctly. To find the start, you can see as I walk into frame and start playing guitar, I tap like 1, 2, 3, 4 on my guitar. And that's really helpful in both the sound creation and then in the video. And what I do here is I'm just turning up the volume so that I can hear those 4 taps at the start. And then I edit the video position so that I just like delete out those four taps, those intro taps. So now when it goes the actual video will start. And this means that I can then look for the audio file. And once I have the audio file, I can then work on synchronizing the audio from the eMastered audio file that I downloaded, syncing the audio with the original raw audio that you heard recorded on the music video. And that's a process that I just use one headphone for. So I just use one earphone, should I say. It's here I'm just browsing for the audio file on my phone that I downloaded and edited with Wave Editor, and then just bringing it into the project. And now I'll just allow them to synchronize. And this takes a bit of practice. It's okay to like listen back to both of them. What I tend to notice is that the eMastered sound, that kind of greeny blue color at the bottom, it really stands out. Like the sound quality sounds really professional. It's really production quality. And the raw video tends to be, the audio for that tends to be tinnier and just scrappier. And so what I'm listening for is both of those starting at about the same time. And I also look at the video as well, just to try and get a sense of the synchronization between the two. Or stereo microphone, you can also swap them. You have the audio track on one side, and then the video on the other. It's not that hard to learn how to do it from here. There we go. You could hear me mumbling away there. I was explaining that I've just managed to synchronize the audio and the video correctly, and they almost sound like they're phasing over each other, which can happen if you get them perfectly aligned. So it's really great to hear that. And now I'm just adjusting the contrast in the video just to bring out those colors and give more depth to the darker colors. And sometimes when I do that as well, it turns up the saturation, like the color, and often I can end up with like a really orange face. So I'll just like bring that down a little bit as well, just to achieve that right balance. Now I'm adjusting the audio at the end, and that's the volume envelope to have a bit of a fade out of the audio right at the end of the song. And now I'm naming the song. And what I do here is I also go and just download the font that I want to use. And I use the same font that I have on my merchandise, which is really cool because then if I'm wearing like one of my hoodies, one of my t-shirts in the music video, then the font for the video as well will be the same. Although sometimes it's a bit confusing when they're overlaid, and you can see right now the t-shirt I'm wearing doesn't have John Binney written on it, which is helpful, so I don't have to have any kind of background around the text, just to make it clear. And so that's me selected the font and just making sure that that looks good for the start of the video. Sometimes I'll add like an outline around the text as well, really just to make it clear. And you'll see that I put it right at the start of the song. It helps me remember the name of the song since I write so many. And it's also helpful to the audience. I try and position it right in the middle so there's plenty of space for all the stuff either side that the other social media platforms put in, like Instagram or TikTok in particular takes up a lot of space on the right hand side. So I tend to keep them off to the left or keep them, it's in the center but smaller so that you can see clearly all of the text. And then once I've done that for the start to the song and I've got the text like appearing and fading out correctly, I'll duplicate that text and then I'll bring it in towards the end of the song. And what I do there is I thank you and I love you because thank you and because I love you. And I really appreciate everyone that listens to a song all the way through. It means so much to me. And so I thank you for listening. And I just find it's also a great way for me to visually see. It's like marking the end of that song, so it's clear for me as well when I go back to any editing in the future. So yeah, that's the song created. So this is like the most basic form of a song that I would do, just with one set of raw like mastered audio and raw video. And then I select 4K and the frames per second that I wish, set the quality. The default is very, very high. So I think I bring it down to about 12 megabits per second, which is still extremely high. And there's not a huge amount of motion in the video, so it won't take a lot. And now I go through the mastering process for the video. This mixes down the video. So it's taking that raw video that I recorded with my phone, which is a Samsung S20, and I'm then taking that same video and I've merged it with the synchronized audio from eMastered and just applying the text and any of the effects like the color changes that I put in, like the contrast. And now this creates one file and it's an MP4 file. So that's a common file format. It's very flexible, and what I like about it is that I can then go ahead once that's created as a single file and upload it to the different social media platforms. And what I love as well is that I can do this whole process end to end on my phone and my mixing desk. Like I don't need a computer, I don't need to sit for hours editing something. I can do it all on my phone. In fact, I'm even doing this voiceover right now on my phone and my mixing desk, no computers. And it really helps me like produce at speed, but it's also at quality and without having to go back and obsess and worry about, little mistakes I have or haven't made. And I just love that flow in the creation process. Everyone's different, and I'd encourage you, if you haven't tried this way, to try it. I'm also exploring other ways also of creating songs. And then once this is created as a single file, we'll be ready to upload to YouTube. So there it is. And then I just need to open up YouTube and hi. She says, hi, I live in a van, which is awesome. I'd love to. And so I select the recent video that I've just created with Kinemaster, and I name the song title. And once I've done that in my clipboard, so because I'm copying the same description each day, my clipboard in the memory of my phone remembers the different texts, like all my social media links and a little bit about myself and my mission to raise the vibrations of billions of hearts. So I really love that. I can just paste that in, and that means that I can easily, just create the same consistent content of the description of the song. I also schedule the song. So I actually, now since I've taken a break, I've been creating songs and then posting them later. So I've got a backlog of songs. And in this case, I'm trying to figure out whether it's the 2nd or the 3rd of August that this song will get released on. And I have a couple of playlists. One is for my album that this goes into, and then one is my master playlist of all my songs, over 2,100 songs. And so from that date that I set for scheduling, that's when this song will appear live on YouTube. And I'll also post it out to the different social media sites. Now I'm creating a thumbnail because I'd like to move beyond the standard one that I get from YouTube. And I'm just selecting the text, taking off the fade out so that I can go right to the end. Laughing a bit about some of the strange facial expressions I have, especially my eyes look funny. And once I've done that, I can take a screenshot and then save the song thumbnail and upload it onto YouTube. So it just means that you give a more professional and like a full screen width thumbnail, which I really like. And it's also handy because you can go back at any time and use the same thumbnail if you're, just making a post to like advertise the song or whatever you want to do with it. And so that's it. I've just selected the thumbnail and getting ready to start the upload. And the songs take something like 5 to 10 minutes on my internet connection to upload, and it depends on the quality I set of the video. And it helps to have a fast internet connection. And she says, "Hi, I live in a van." But yeah, I love also doing it when I'm traveling as well. And I love the fact with YouTube, you can just like start the upload and ignore it. You can also do the same thing with TikTok and Instagram. On Android, you can just select those little icons that you see for the app at the very top of it and select keep open. And that will allow the upload to continue even though you close the app. Or you don't close it, but you just don't see it. So yeah, that's it now, ready to be published on the right date. And I'm just going back to check because I realized that it's not August the 2nd, it's August the 3rd. There we go, the Thursday at 9 a.m. UK time. So that will get published then. And I'll just be checking in each day, looking at my 9 a.m. scheduled post and uploading those to TikTok and Instagram. And I've also been experimenting with threads also, just to see how that goes with engaging with people. So yeah, that's the song uploaded. You can see some of my private songs, private videos in there, and also the song scheduled. And I love building up some songs ahead of time. This is the song that I released yesterday, and just so I was making this this video, and I'm just publishing it straight away because I realized that I don't want people to wait to 9 p.m. It would be nice to release it at 9 a.m., which is about 30 minutes from when I was recording this. So just setting that schedule. And I love that flexibility as well. It feels like it really resonates, like all in divine timing. I also set monetization, but it is just for adverts kind of in and around the video. It doesn't stop. You don't have to play adverts just before, and there's no skippable adverts just before. It's just shown around the video. Hi, so this is VoiceOver John. You've been hearing me dotted throughout this video, and it's been such an amazing experience creating this for you. Big thanks and big shout out to Fantastic Traveling, my dear friends who are always traveling around in their van, and they're such beautiful, bright souls, always encouraging me. So thank you for inspiring me and asking me to do this video. And throughout it, I'm really sharing the process that I went through to get into a rhythm of creating songs each day. And I get up at 5 a.m. in the morning, I go for a run, I do yoga, meditation, some gym, eat, shower, and then I come and write a song in very much the same way that you've seen in this video. It's faster doing it when I'm not recording it, but it's super fun sharing the journey and sharing the process with you. And everybody's different. And I went for years, over 15 years, with writer's block. And I'm so happy that I managed to overcome that. And I did spend quite a lot of time in this video just sharing some of those kind of scrappy moments where I'm jamming a bit and I'm just feeling into that first chords that come through to me. So just like in meditation where I'm receiving these messages from my guides, it's the same with the music. I'm really just opening myself up with the intention to fill that same message with beautiful music and notes that really resonate with the message and really support it. And as I do so, I'm setting that intention to create with love, and so that the person that listens to the music really receives that love energy in their hearts. And that's my mission, is to raise the vibrations of billions of hearts. And so I do this, one way I do this is through the creation of songs each day. And my daily practice is maybe unique to me. I love the way that I get to live my dream every day. And even now, after recording songs almost every day for 5 years and achieving the Guinness World Record for the most studio albums digitally released at 110, and having released 130 albums now, it's just a really beautiful journey. And I'm also working into a pattern now. I'm going to try, like I'm actually doing today, as I'm voiceover John, a day after recording this song, is I'm taking a break for a day. And it's all about self-care. It's all about putting my self-care first. So I was ready to write a song today, but I felt like it's also a great day for me to have a check-in, like be with all those emotions that are flowing around me, flowing through me, and being restful, being mindful. I still meditated, and it was funny because my meditation message, my guide said, just rest. It's really simple, just rest today. And so I definitely recommend that as well. Like if you're like me and you're either creating songs every day or you're doing creative work like every single day, take a regular break, make it part of your practice, and be aware that resting is being productive. Because the more you rest and you have that right balance, the more productive you'll be in your up online times. And so on my self-care days, I don't post onto social media. In fact, for this video, although I'll create it, I'm just going to time it for next Thursday. It'll be released. And that's a really beautiful way of being able to also be grateful for and just so appreciative, if I can say the word, appreciative, and receive that love. Like you're busy putting out all that energy, all that love in the work that you create. And so take time for yourself to receive also, because it's not a gift if you if you can't receive the reflections of all the love that you create and you send out to the world. And so it's a big lesson I'm learning, and I am so grateful for you, for all your love and support. I'm so grateful for my family, even at this moment. My beautiful wife brought me in some pizza that she'd been cooking, kneading the dough and making a really beautiful mushroom pizza, and like having a supportive family. I'm so grateful for them. So I'll be spending the rest of the day with them. Just as I did yesterday, but it is such an honor to create, to co-create with you. And finally, I'd also like to thank you for all your comments and your shares and your likes, because when you comment on my video, when you watch or listen to my songs, you're receiving the love that I give out to you, and I am so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for the reflection, and it really helps me because it helps inspire me to keep going, to keep creating. And I love the way that you always you just see the songs and the messages in many different dimensions, in many additional different dimensions to what I created originally, and help me see so many dimensions to the creation. Like I don't own the creation like we do. We are all creative. We all create uniquely. But I feel like what you perceive, what you receive in a song is just as valuable as what I put into the song. So it's a beautiful flywheel, a beautiful infinity loop of creativity. And yeah, I just want to thank you for this beautiful journey. It's an honor. And so now you'll get to hear the whole song. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's been incredible to create. Real pleasure. And I'll definitely do more as my process continues to evolve. I'd love to create more of these videos. So if you have any other video requests or you'd like me to go into any other adventures, let me know and I will figure out whether it resonates. Thank you for watching and I hope you enjoy the song. Sending my love from Scotland. I love you.
Breathe, receive into this moment. Allow the love of this universe to fill every cell of you. Breathe with me. Let go of what no longer serves you. Like water, we let this love flow to every cell, filling our human forms with unconditional love. We are breathing into this high. Release what no longer serves your highest good. Just breathe into this present moment. Breathe with me. Let your inner love be free. Release what no longer serves you. Release all that fear that holds you. Fill your universe within with this love. Let it begin. Just breathe in, breathe, receive all this love.